You mustn't pick the flowers.
1.
You mustn't ride your bike on the grass.
2.
You must walk on the paths.
3.
You must use the bins.
4.
You mustn't light fires.
5.
You mustn't take photos.
I had to go home.
1.
We had to hurry.
2.
They had to stay at school.
3.
She had to clean her room.
4.
Jack had to go out.
5.
We had to be careful.
6.
My parents had to work.
The cat might eat it.
1.
I think this might help you.
2.
We might see a rainbow.
3.
Is it a dog? It might be a fox.
4.
The balloon might pop.
It might be a fox. I might not finish it. The cat might eat it. I might ask the teacher.
I might keep this card.
1. He might buy it. 2.
I might ask the teacher.
3.
She might agree with you.
4.
Do you think we might win?
5.
I might act in the school play this year.
6.
I might eat it later.
7.
They might not want it.
Look at those clouds.
It might snow.
1.
The postman's bringing a big parcel. It might be a present for me.
2. I feel terrible.
I think you might have flu.
3.
There's someone at the door.
Do you think it might be Carla?
4.
I can't find my phone.
It might be in your bag.
1.
May I borrow your pen?
Yes, of course.
2.
May I use the phone?
I'm really sorry, but I'm afraid I'm waiting for a phone call.
3. May I have another sandwich?
Yes, go ahead.
4.
May I leave my bike here?
Yes, that's fine. It'll be quite safe.
5.
May I put the radio on?
Yes, of course.
6.
May I wear your new necklace at the weekend?
No, you may not.
It's 3:30. I have to go.
Do you have to go right now?
Yes, I do. I have to be home at 4. It's 3:30. I have to go.
Do you have to go right now?
Yes, I do. I have to be home at 4.
Does your sister have to wear a school uniform?
Yes, she does.
And a tie?
No, I have to wear a tie, but she doesn't. 1.
You don't have to wear special boots, okay? But it's important to protect your head, so you do have to wear a helmet.
2.
Don't forget to phone Jim. He left a message.
I know, but I can't phone him at 9 o'clock. I've got too much to do.
You don't have to phone him at 9 o'clock. Any time before 10 is okay.
3.
How often does he have to have the medicine?
3 times a day.
4. What are you doing with those beans?
I'm eating them. I have washed them, you know.
But they aren't cooked. You have to cook them first.
Oh, I didn't know that.
5.
We don't have to pay to get in.
Yes, we do. Look at the sign.
Oh, yes. That's a shame.
I don't have to spend all day on my feet. I don't have to cook and keep the house neat. I don't have to pay for the food that I eat. I've got an easy life.
You're not a parent, that is true. You don't have to do what parents do. You don't have to work, you study and play. But you might become a parent one day.
I might become a parent, that's very true. And then I'll do the things that parents do. I might become a parent, you're quite right. And then I'll have to work hard day and night.
I don't have to write on the board with a pen. I don't have to teach things again and again. I don't have to work every evening till 10. I've got an easy life.
You're not a teacher, that is true. You don't have to do what teachers do. You don't have to work, you study and play. But you might become a teacher one day.
I might become a teacher, that's very true. And then I'll do the things that teachers do. I might become a teacher, you're quite right. And then I'll have to work hard day and night.
I don't have to spend all day on my feet.
I don't have to cook and keep the house neat.
I don't have to pay for the food that I eat.
I've got an easy life. I've got an easy life. I've got an easy life.
You must arrive on time.
1.
You must eat everything.
2,
You must open the door.
3,
You must learn these facts.
4,
You must bring a hat.
5,
You mustn't say that.
6,
You mustn't argue.
You must have lights on your bike at night.
I know. I'm very sorry, sir. I'll get some.
1.
You must tidy your bedroom.
I know, Mum. I promise I will. 2.
You must eat a lot of fruit and vegetables.
I know, Doctor. I'll try. 3.
You must try to run faster.
I'm trying, sir. 4. You must listen to the beat. Sorry. 5.
You must sit down when we're moving.
Okay.
6.
You mustn't take photos in here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realise. 7. You mustn't touch these chemicals. OK, miss. 8.
You mustn't eat so much chocolate.
Sorry.
The fish shouldn't have legs.
1.
The clock should have 12 numbers.
2.
They shouldn't have short ears.
3.
It shouldn't have 6 numbers.
4.
It should have 4 legs.
5.
They shouldn't be pink.
6.
The diary should say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
7.
The answer should be 49.
One. Should I buy it? I don't know. Maybe. 2. Should I take the flowers? Yes, why not? 3. Should he stop? What do you think? No, I think he should keep going. He shouldn't stop now. 4.
What should he do?
He shouldn't move his head. The girl should phone for help.
Good evening, Mr. Houseman. Thank you for coming in.
So, how is John getting on?
Not very well, I'm afraid.
Oh?
In fact, I'm very disappointed with him this term.
What's the problem?
Well, first of all, he's often 5 minutes late for my lessons. That's not acceptable. He must arrive on time every day.
Okay.
And when he does arrive, he's often forgotten his book or his pen. He must bring all his books and pens to every lesson. Otherwise, he won't know what we're doing.
Yes, I understand. Is there anything else?
I'm afraid there is. When he's in class, he must listen to the teacher and concentrate on his work. He often talks to his friends. He must stop doing that. It's bad for him, and it's bad for his friends too. I've even caught him looking at his mobile phone. He must turn off his phone before the lesson starts, or I'll have to take it away from him.
Okay.
I'll talk to him about that.
Thank you. And then there's homework.
Is there a problem with that?
Yes, he must do more homework. It's the only way to improve. And then, when we have tests, he must revise for them. If not, he'll fail the exam.
OK. I can see John's not doing very well. I'll have to talk to him about it. I promise he'll improve from now on.
Thank you very much.
So, tomorrow is the big day. We're going to go out on safari and hopefully show you some wonderful animals in their natural surroundings. This will be a great day out, but there are a few important rules to make the day more enjoyable and safer. First of all, safety. You mustn't leave the vehicle unless I say it's okay. You may think it's safe, but there may be danger that you can't see. So you must listen to me and follow my instructions. When we see animals, we must talk quietly. Loud noises scare animals away. You mustn't feed the animals. It's bad for the animals and it's dangerous for you. Of course, you absolutely mustn't smoke. The bush is dry and cigarettes can cause a fire very quickly. These are the vital rules. There are a few other pieces of general advice. You don't have to bring a camera with you. We have a photographer and he'll take photos for you. We'll also provide a picnic, so you don't have to bring food or water either. But you must wear sun cream. The sun is very hot in the middle of the day. Oh yes, and one piece of good news. We're leaving at 10 o'clock, so you don't have to get up early. Sleep well, and I'll see you tomorrow. Do I have to bring my PE kit?
1,
We mustn't get up late tomorrow. We've got an exam.
2,
Look at the sign. You mustn't smoke here.
3,
You needn't explain what happened.
4,
Ted should read that book.
5,
You don't have to help me carry the bags. They aren't heavy.
6,
Should I buy this? It's expensive.
7,
Jess had to look after her little brother yesterday.
8,
Jamie has to practice the piano every day.
Conversation 1.
You can have a short break now, but you must be back at your desks in 5 minutes.
Can we go outside?
No, you must stay inside the building.
Conversation 2.
Hey, come back! You mustn't cross when the man is red.
Sorry.
I know there aren't many cars around today, but you must always wait for the light to change.
Conversation 3.
Can I see your ticket, please?
Yes, of course.
OK. You'll have to change at the next station.
Right. Conversation 4. May I watch a DVD?
You need to tidy your room first.
OK. Conversation 5. You need to fill this form in before you can use the equipment.
OK, but I haven't got a black pen.
You don't have to use a black pen. Blue is fine.
Do I have to sign here?
Yes, please. Conversation 6.
That looks delicious.
Would you like to try some?
I'd love to, but I mustn't. I can't eat eggs. I'm allergic to them. They make me sick.
Oh, that's a shame.
It might change when I'm older. I've got to have some tests at the hospital soon. I can't eat eggs.
1.
You must stay inside the building.
2.
You mustn't cross when the man is red.
3. May I watch a DVD? 4.
You'll have to change at the next station.
5.
Do I have to sign here?
6. You don't have to use a black pen. 7.
You need to tidy your room first.
8.
I've got to have some tests at the hospital soon.
9.
Can I see your ticket, please?
10.
You can have a short break now.
I went to school every day and I had a lot of friends, but I couldn't play with them after school because I had to help my dad on the farm.
1. Here, Amy. I got these flowers for you. Thank you, Millie. That's very kind of you. You needn't have got me anything. I know that, but you've helped me a lot. It's my way of saying thank you. 2.
How was your trip to the music studio, Carrie?
It was brilliant. We could use the recording equipment and we could try all the musical instruments.
So you played some musical instruments?
No, I didn't actually. You could, but I didn't want to. I was only really interested in the recording stuff.
3.
Was the library open this afternoon, Ted?
Oh, I didn't need to go to the library, in fact, because I got the book from school.
4.
How much did you have to pay, Alice?
I didn't. It was completely free. 5.
What did you think of the film, Anne?
I didn't see it because you had to be 16 or over, and I'm not 16 yet.
6. We needn't have run to the station because the train was 20 minutes late, so we caught it, no problem.